Hey, it says I'm live right as I realize I got some shit on my shirt. Isn't that awesome? I don't know what it is. Huh. Hey. Huh. Well, that shit shows up. Maybe because I noticed it. I do declare. The hell? Hey, new glasses. The better to see you with. Wah, ah, ah, ah. Is it going to be one of the days I talk to myself? Alrighty then. Or maybe it'll just start off slow like it did last time. Good, I'm running people off already. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Alex? Glad somebody's here. Meh. YouTube notifying me that I'm here. How you doing this week, Alex? Doing okay? Having a good day? Good week? Yes, I do. I'm happy too, because I hate when people ask me to do stuff that I hate. And it happens. I made somebody mad on Instagram. That's good. I've been doing outstanding. Had a shitty start to the day. My work computer crashed, and then the laser messed up. But I got everything straightened out, and I'm doing good now. I got water. I watched most of the Cyndi Lauper documentary. Thanks, Mom. That's funny. I don't know who that is. But ODN does do that. Been there, done that half a dozen times. Well, not OD'd, but I probably should have. What the hell is going on? Oh, wait. Oh no, shit. That's what I'm at. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, dude. What the hell's going on here? I hope I do. What the hell happened? Ugh. Shit. Keep talking. Oh, I had a weird thing happen this week. I don't know if anybody else saw it. I got in trouble with YouTube. Well, a little trouble, a little slap on the wrist. I do have some. I'm not sure what it is. Why is it showing me that? I don't want to see that. I do have some stuff scheduled. I just got that screen back up. Oh, apparently, just like Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, they're going way back into people's timeline. And I reacted to a song by Vinnie Paws a long time ago. They sent me a notification that they took it down because of something said in the video, not what I said, what's in the song. So I double checked before I appealed it. The video that I was reacting to is still up online. No warnings or nothing like that. It's still up on YouTube. You can watch it. So I appealed it, and they almost instantly responded and said, nope, you're wrong. We're right. Got some ingrown hairs from shaving. That's why I haven't shaved today. Anyways, nobody gives a shit about that. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand, and they won't let me write well, I did send them a message. I doubt they'll read it. They never read my messages. But yeah, how can you take my video down and say that it's doing something wrong when the video I was reacting to is still up with no warnings? You haven't taken it down. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's not just YouTube. Instagram gets me, TikTok gets me. I've been very careful with Facebook because they just started paying me again, so I'm really careful with them, but I still toe that line. I figured out where I can't go, so I watch that. Hey, I ran somebody else off. Bye. Oh, yeah, exactly. Uh, a lot of times that's what they do. If I do something that's what YouTube considers border, they'll limit my the advertising that goes on my videos, which I get that. I'm not bothered by that. But you're gonna take down my damn video? Anyways, that's enough of that stuff. Uh, the documentary I watched, I'm gonna do a video to show how times have changed. I I saw a list of the top 15. I can't remember what they called it, most outrageous or most offensive songs from the 80s. uh, oh yeah, yeah, that's how that works. Like Walmart. I mean, it's not the company that Sam Walden started. They've actually, at where I work, they've actually taken down all of his sayings. Kept pointing that out, or almost all of them. I was like, I don't know why y'all have that up there. You don't do that. It's all part of his business model, how he created a successful business. They're like, oh, we ain't doing that shit anymore. And all you people that are not talking, except my mom, because she has to send me text messages. Hey, you got your screen back so I can hear up. Huh? Um, Here, if it'll make you let it go, let me pull it up. Uh, Tomorrow I'm releasing, this has nothing to do with next week, but these are videos already shot. Two songs you won't like. And then next week I'm doing Taka. He's from 1 o'clock, the band that you always ask me if it's written One OK Rock, why do you say it that way? That's because it's how it's pronounced. Fake Gear, Aldius, Marilyn Manson, that UFL song, Chris Webby, Nightwish, and your songs in there. Post Malone and Freeze the Fall. So there. That's that. I don't say 1 o'clock. Oh, I say 1 o'clock because that's how it's pronounced. It's written One OK Rock, but they're Japanese. 1 o'clock is the time that they do their recording session, so that's why the band is called 1 o'clock. Japanese person explained to me how to pronounce it. So it's not, even though it looks like One OK Rock, it's not. It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, it made sense when they told me that. Is that thunder? I know somebody's mowing. Well, it's my wife. Weird. People keep showing up, but nobody wants to talk. I should put a little makeup on. Wake up. Put on a little makeup. I got to think about earrings today, too. I'm waiting to see if any assholes show up and yell at me. Why do you do that? Nobody cares what you think. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I want to share what happened last week? About what? That dipshit yelling at me? There was a live stream last week. It was the week before I didn't do one. There was a live stream last week. We actually had a really good live stream last week. It was the week before there was no live stream, but we definitely did a live stream last week. What do you mean explain? I told everybody the week before I was not doing one the next week. I don't owe anybody an explanation. I told everybody the week before that I was not doing one the following week. So aside from me telling everybody ahead of time that I wasn't going to do it, yeah, I do have a life, and I do have shit I have to do. This pays, but it don't pay well enough for me to ignore the rest of my life. So when I have shit that I have to do, I have to go do it. Am I fuck? Felt like my chair was sinking. But yeah, I had announced the week before several times that I was not doing one that next week because I knew I had shit I had to do. Yeah, anyway. No, 2016 to 2020 is not a good time for music. I mean, for your age, sure. There's some shining light from that time frame, but no, music started going downhill when Nirvana hit, and it's just gone into a big shit pile since. See, since I like rock and roll and metal, Japan is definitely filling that void for me. And there's some up and coming bands here in the States that are putting out good music, but oh, it's not sad and talking about shitty stuff and making me feel shitty. I don't want to listen to it. Yeah. Huh. That's like saying, well, I went to a buffet and I've never heard of that food over there, so I just didn't try it. I try all music. And even the shittiest of bands can have a good song. Like I always say, a broken clock's right twice a day. So even the shittiest of bands can have a good song, with few exceptions. I mean, even 6ix9ine had a song that I liked. Yeah, see, I at least give them a shot. I especially have to with what I do, with reactions when people tell me to, oh, you've got to hear this. Okay. I guess some people just want to listen to us talk. That's cool. At least they're here. Hmm. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of great music. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of good music, but there's some good stuff coming out now. Yeah, I have that with quite a few songs. And it's especially songs that I hated back in the day. Like there's two Police songs. I hated Synchronicity, but that was the first song when we first came out from Germany, we lived in Fort Lewis, Washington. When the cable guy came and hooked up our cable, that was the very first song I heard on MTV was Synchronicity by the Police. I hated that song. A lot of John Mellencamp songs. I hated him during the 80s, but they're timestamps on certain important things in my life. So I don't know what the hell I got on my shirt when I was eating lunch, but that is bugging me. Y'all probably don't even notice. Huh. Um, let's see. Songs that make me feel nostalgic from when I was a kid would be, "Hey, we ran 2 people off." Thanks for not joining the conversation, just leaving. Let's see. Uh, the only hill my mama ever raised, A Boy Named Sue, The Basics of Love by Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. Um, the entire Yeah, there was 8 and 3 of them left, like, all at the same time. It's okay. They're not contributing. I mean, at least they're watching for a few seconds to go, "I hate that guy." Good. You're not the only one. Um, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, see, that's why I was picking songs from, like, the '70s and '80s for nostalgia. Um, the entire Grease soundtrack, because I was in the 6th grade when that movie came out. I went and saw it so many times at the theater. Um, there's quite a few movies like that or songs like that. Yeah, I read that. People have been posting that all over social media. And see, it's weird. You're saying that kind of stuff gives you nostalgia. When I sit there and think about how long ago, oh yeah, yes, Every Breath You Take by the Police and Everything I Do by Brian Adams, those definitely time stamp and make me go back. Man, that's cool, dude, that you got that for you. I mean, we all have our own taste and all that kind of shit, but oh, you got to be talking to him. You can't be talking to me. I come from a generation of real musicians and real songwriters. And I know it sounds like I'm being a dick and shitting on y'all's music, but I'm not trying to. Again, Alex, you got to be talking in Lil Zigs because you can't be talking to me about that stuff. Yeah, it's just Gen Z. You're right. Like that song I reacted to by Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg this week. That was good. And Ice Cube's from NWA, one of my favorite groups. I liked almost everything all of them put out as individuals as well. Mm. Must be in trouble with YouTube. I have not seen one commercial. Wonder why they're doing that. Hmm. I'll be damned. What's up, Brandy? How are you doing? Huh. That's weird. They have not shown one commercial today. I appreciate you dropping by and adding a little class, buddy. Oh, my daughter loves Suicide Boys. She just recently went and saw them again. Hmm. I haven't dropped any F bombs, so I don't know why commercials aren't rolling. They're supposed to roll every 6 minutes. Hmm. Okay, cool. I appreciate that, Randy. Yeah, because I always wonder about you and Gary. Hmm. I don't have access to this feature. What the hell? Huh. That's weird. Something's wrong with my live stream today. I thought that looked different. Hmm. My mom said hi to all of you. Oh, okay. Never mind. YouTube's on it. Hey, Mickey, what's up, buddy? All right. Huh. It's kind of weird. YouTube says it's doing commercials, but I have not seen one notification. It always tells me when it's doing that. All right, everybody just jump in. Let's talk about something other than what we've been talking about. Anything interesting? Like people getting upset? I really upset somebody over a meme that I posted on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Alex. Just keep on talking. Um, I posted a meme of an action figure and I called Trailer Park Jesus, and some lady got upset about it. Told me I was being disrespectful. Oh, that's pretty wild. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. That's why I don't watch the news. I did see a little clip of that. Hmm. Well, I know Brandy's going to message me later and tell me how he's doing. How are you doing, Mickey? Other than that. Hmm. Interesting. Doing good? Good, good, good. Oh no, not yet. I'm getting them prepped. That's right. I was telling the story last week when I got interrupted by some little person that was upset and wanted to yell at me. Um, no, I'm getting them ready. I try to stress the cows out as little as possible because catching them's stressful enough for them. So, no, I'm prepping them for me to catch them. I root for all Texas teams. My actual except the Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I would if they were playing a high school team, if they were playing a city league team, I would root for the city league team. I despise the Dallas Cowboys. But Houston Texans, the Astros, the Rangers, the Stars, every team from Texas except for the Cowboys, that's who I root for. I will root against the Dallas Cowboys no matter what. I will never root for them. And I just recently started watching sports again because when they were doing that whole kneeling shit, I quit watching. The fact that they let that go on. Oh, I'm sure that you do. I have lots of friends that are Packers fans. So I'm quite sure that you agree with that. So did you get that, Brandy? Not yet, but soon. I'll make sure I get a picture before I get them loaded on the trailer for you. They're not usually happy once they get caught. Well, I keep running people off. That's good. It must be my cow stories. It's okay. Or maybe it's because I hated the Cowboys, because Cowboy fans get really upset. Yeah, you just got to try not to think about it. I keep the right frame of mind, even though I'm really nice to our animals. I don't abuse them. It's about money. It's business. It's not. Oh. Yeah, I've only recently started watching college more. I've never been a big college fan, but I mean, I've always supported the Longhorns. But shit, what was I fixing to say? See cows. Man, I was going to say something. That's pretty much how it is, Randy. I've never been sad about doing it. It is what it is. I know when we get them what they're there for. Oh, I got new glasses this week. But that's not what I was going to say. Damn. Gary, Texas, Packers. I cannot remember what I was about to say. She's fine. Going through another growth spurt, so there's a little bit of moodiness involved. I have a doctor's appointment next Monday, and I'm pretty excited. I pretty much have diabetes beat. It's not going to be an open discussion with my doctor, but my numbers show I pretty much got it beat. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. This week on TikTok, I literally have almost 1 million views. The majority of it is from 2 posts. Oh, thank you, Brandy. I wish I had known what I know now because I'm into my 3rd year of being diabetic. And now that I know everything that I know, I'm kicking its ass. I did really good when I first found out, and then I was just not doing research, doing what the doctors told me to do. And when I started doing research, things started turning around. I have not had one notification of commercials. Hmm, that's weird. And nobody said anything about seeing a commercial. And then again, that could have been why I didn't see it. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Nostalgia for me is going back, a feeling going back a specific time and remembering exactly how I felt at that time, and it still makes me feel good. So that's how I describe it. Huh. Yeah, because they normally go every 6 minutes. I don't know what's going on, but it says that they're on. Huh. Maybe they're not telling me anymore. Maybe they're just doing what they want to do. Oh, maybe they got mad because I was talking bad about them earlier. Maybe that was it. Maybe because I talked about that video that they took down. Oh, well, it will go on. Or maybe they don't want me to know how many commercials they're showing. Anybody got any good news or different topics they want to talk about? Weird, on camera, I can tell how bad I screwed my hair up the other day when I cut it. Looking in the mirror, it looked a lot better than that. Yes, I do. Yep, I'm not rolling in the big dough yet. Yeah, Mickey, I do occasionally wear hats, but for the most part, I don't give a shit. I ain't trying to impress anybody. I've heard a big time rush, Alex. All right, little Ziggs, have a good man. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I know who big time, or I've heard of big time rush. I don't. Hmm. It's weird. All right, y'all. What are we going to talk about now? Uh-oh. Perhaps Savannah know. She might, but she's at school, so She's probably heard of him. Yeah, he was here last week. I have seen Tulsa King. Hey, Brandy, did you do that on purpose? Did y'all work that out together? Gary, what's up, buddy? She hates school. But she's doing good, so there's that. Uh, yes, Mickey, I watched the first season of Tulsa King, and then I just kind of fell out of it. Uh, right now, me and Savannah are watching the third season of Murders Only in the Building. I'm rewatching Rules of Engagement. I think this will be my 18th or 19th time through the series of Rules of Engagement. And I still find it funny. Yeah, we like it. This season's actually, well, the episode we watched last night wasn't as amazing as the first episode for this season. Man, that's awesome. We got Gary and Brandy here, and Mickey's here, and Alex is here, and I thought one other person. Oh, that's it. All right. Don't need much more than that. My mom's here. Well, not here. She's watching. Hmm. Everyone can see your video. She is here, Gary. She's watching. She watches on her TV, and she can't message. She can't be part of the chat. So she sends me text messages for me to tell y'all, but she sees everything y'all say. Oh, no. No, my mom's known me for almost 57 years. I do not act any different around her. She accepts me for the mess that I am. She watches my stand up. She does everything. She learned not to be offended by me a long time ago because I'm going to be me. The only reason I behave on YouTube is it affects my money. Which I don't know why I'm not seeing about commercials. Yeah. Oh, no, she knows I'm going to hide it. That's just what I do. I mean, what better way to take your mom's car? Actually, I never took her car. My brother did that. As bad as I was, I didn't do a whole lot of bad shit at home. Almost all my bad shit was out and about. It's kind of funny. When I was a kid, way back before cell phones, I would have to call and check in from time to time. So I would call her from a payphone. I would always tell her I was in jail, which she never believed. The one time I called her from jail, she knew I was in jail. There's a button down here for me to show my support to myself and pay myself. uh, Oh, now y'all got my mom wanting to say something. Yes, you did. What do you mean you did, Mom? Congress? No, I don't like talking about that shit. Uh, I mean, it's really pointless to talk about. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. No paying myself. Oh, yes. She definitely knew when I called her from jail that she knew I was in jail. And it's not because the phone said I was in jail. She could tell by the way I was talking. I was not playing. I was really in jail. Um, 1,000 jail spaces. Oh, 1,000 jail spaces left. Yeah, see, that's the thing about America. If they think they're going to run out, they'll pop up some new ones. We also do, we have a few, I can't say it on YouTube. Um, we have a few prisons that they use for population control, prison population control. And they will put tents up in the yards for people to live in, not regular people, inmates. But you know, Mickey, that's actually a good thing. Shit, Brandy, we're broke too, brother. America is up shit creek without a paddle or a canoe. Uh, but you know, Mickey, a lot of rich, successful guys say it's important to pay yourself. That would be weird. Yeah. Does that say I can't? There's a heart in the way, so I can't see what your comment is. Does that say? Why won't it let me? I hate the fact, like I'm going to heart my own damn video. Somebody else make a comment so I can see what Mickey's whole comment says. Pink. Oh, yeah. Where is that? There's a guy in Arizona does that too. Prisons are us. uh, most of our stuff here in Texas, they wear white with orange name tags. White pants, white shirt. But we do have county jails that use the stripes. Man, I don't know why people keep leaving. They're not enjoying our conversation. They just sit here. If they just watch, maybe it's because we were talking about prison. Maybe it was inmates going, "Hey, how did they know we were here?" Let's scram, man. With the arrows on them? Oh no, we still shackle them here. Oh yeah, we shackle them. It depends on your level. I believe they still shackle the chain gang guys, even though they're out in the middle of a field. I think they still shackle them because they got to do that. It's called a hoe step when they're using the hoe. They got to use the hoe step. Um, but when we, yeah, Mickey, that's what they do here too. They use the guys from county to do maintenance, lawn care around the or landscaping around the city buildings, and they always have striped uniforms on. But yeah, Brandy, they definitely shackled them here, depending on your level of danger. Depends on how much you're shackled. Uh, some guys are just, I don't know what the hell I'm looking over the camera for. I'm supposed to look at the camera at you. Uh, but if they're just shackled at the ankles and handcuffed, they're not too dangerous as a flight risk. But if they're shackled and they have this waist chain that is attached to their feet and to their wrist, they're pretty dangerous. We don't use the chain gangs out on our highways like a lot of southern states do. I know we're still considered the South, but we're not. Here in Texas, we consider southeast the real South. Yes, Hannibal Lecter style. But we don't use the chain gangs on the street like Alabama, Florida, Mississippi do. They have them in fields because they got to grow crops. So they have them in fields. It's funny. I was talking to somebody one time that didn't know anything about prison. And I was telling him about when my brother was in, he was telling him about he copped a little bit of an attitude and they called him a cab. And the guy went, "They called him a cab?" That's what they call the van that takes you back and puts you in your cell when you're acting up. Wow, Gary, look at you. Last week, none. This week, you ain't been here that long and they already took one down. Ha, ha, ha. Well, yeah, Brandy, it would be kind of weird if you ran into somebody dressed like that. Yeah, oddly enough, my mom's correct. Uh, near our prisons, they have big signs as you're approaching a prison that says, "Do not pick up hitchhikers." uh, oh, yeah. Who is that? TikTok censored something because, just in case YouTube's going to do it, that word that rhymes with cape, that is an alternative way of smoking. I said that in a comment and TikTok took it down. So I literally rewrote the comment and said, caping, but replaced the C with a V and they let that go through. We don't do the electric chair anymore here. We just everybody gets the easy way out, which is lethal injection. So they inject you with a painkiller, something to put you to sleep, and something to stop your vital stuff. Spec, what is up, buddy? yeah. If you see that sign, you're pretty much stuck with walking. Which these days I would walk anyways. I don't know that I would take a ride. Oh, at the rate that we do it, Mickey, you would think that, but no, they retired the electric chair a long time ago. We still have it. You can still see it, but we retired it. I know, well, the last I heard, Florida still uses it, even though when I live, y'all won't think this is funny. And it's really not. I have to word it so that I don't get in trouble with YouTube. When I lived in Florida, they had they had decided to, yes, Old Sparky. That's what we call ours here. Oh wow. Oh, I think I remember you saying something about that, Spec. I think. Anyways, before I get sidetracked, when I lived in Florida, they were going to they put someone in the chair, and Florida decided it was cheaper to use synthetic sponges instead of real sponges because they put a wet sponge on top of you. I'm sorry, it's really not funny. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. So they use this. They put a wet sponge on top of your head before they put that hat on. Um, the synthetic sponge ignited, and they couldn't do anything because he was fully charged. So they went back to using real sponges after that. Yes, I'm surprised nobody left. Like, look at him laughing. That's horrible. Yeah, they ask you to hold their popcorn, or you ask to hold their hand. Pray with me, please. I wouldn't want to go that way, man. After I watched Faces of, that movie that got banned in 46 countries that I enjoy watching, after I saw people actually being jolted, yeah, I wouldn't want that. And I've been jolted pretty good myself doing stupid shit. So I know that's not the way I want to go. I think lethal injections too. I got to stop saying that because YouTube's going to get me. Yeah, I don't think that's where they got that from, but yeah, that did happen. But that happened in real life when we lived in Florida. Michael Fenimore, what is up, buddy? Man. Oh, I'm glad somebody else found it funny because I laughed so hard. The other thing that made me laugh in Florida was a guy they had been looking for who had committed some unaliving. They caught him, had him in a holding cell. The shift changed, and when the new guard, the new sergeant came in and saw him, he asked him what he did. He goes, "I don't know. They just picked me up." He let him go. That was all over the news. Man, I'm having a good time. Life's good. How are you? Man, I was surprised when I saw your name pop up. I was like, oh. uh, oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Brandy. Make them up and go, here, hold that. You got popcorn in one hand, like the Jiffy Pop popcorn, and they're drinking the other. But they bolt your hands down, so it really wouldn't work that well. They don't want your arms flailing about. Oh, man. Man, I appreciate that. I know it's late, but we have other people from Germany that drop in. I don't know them. I actually know you, so it's a little different. Hey, that noise is back. I haven't had that noise in a while. Vibrating noise. I've known him for I'm 57, 40, like 43, 45 years, something like that. That sounds old. Just say we went to school together in Germany. How about that? I hate when sometimes when I run into somebody that I've known forever and I go, man, we've been friends for, oh. I was telling my wife something it's going to make me mad, but I'm kind of relieved. A lot of my diabetes, as far as my glucose being high, seems to be from dehydration. Because since I've been drinking more water than I normally drink, my numbers have gone way down. Oh, look at that. I'm actually looking at comments, and we are ancient. That is for sure. That's the good thing about the group that I have here. We're all fairly close in age. There's a few youngsters that come in that behave, but yeah. Oh, Mickey, that happens to me all the time, and I never, ever, well, almost never, ever go, "Hey, don't I know you?" I never say it to females because it sounds like a pickup line, so I never, ever do that. I very rarely do it to guys because I guess kind of for the same reason. But I remember faces really well. I have people that recognize me more often, even though I cut my hair off because I used to have hair down to here. You're 18 with decades of experience. Yeah, I'm. I'll say I'm in my 20s, but I'm in this wreck right here. Tell my wife I think one of the problems I'm having right now is I've lost this weight, so I think pretty much all the fat's gone. So now I just got this skin that's left. Oh, exactly. Yeah, if I don't say someone's name, they can be assured that I don't remember it. But that doesn't necessarily mean an old friend either. That could mean someone I met last week. But no, I my memory's pretty good as far as faces and events, but well, hey, what's up? BH Road Stories. That sounds interesting. Did you really? I'm glad you got a commercial. It makes me feel better. I appreciate that, Gary. You're from Europe? Outstanding. I love that. We're at in Europe. Bosnia. Is that that's cool. So we got someone from Germany in here, someone from Bosnia. Excellent. Uh I appreciate that, Gary. All right, good. They're not giving me notifications, so that means I'm getting paid. Outstanding. Normally they tell me and they haven't been telling me. So the fact that y'all are seeing commercials, that's good. Yes, mom. I know that, mom. I know what oh my god. Yes, mom. But I was saying I think I've known Mike since I was 14. I don't remember him when I was 13. I know when we went to Germany, April 1980. Uh, see? He gave a thumbs up. So I think I'm fairly accurate. Uh, I love Germany. I want to go back so bad. And the great thing is Savannah wants to go with me because of how much I talk about it. She wants to go. And since I still know people in Germany, it'd be great to go back and see some of them. And my friend Gerald, he still actually lives. I think he actually moved outside of Bamberg, but he was in Bamberg. I definitely want to go there. I go on Google Maps to go to the town I used to live in, off post. Um, Actually, Gary, when we lived in Germany, my German was good enough. I wanted to go to German school. The only reason I did not is because they said when I came back to American school, it would not count, that I would have to start over. Man, brother, I will definitely let you know when I'm coming because you know I got to see you too. Uh, yeah, there's what? I, uh, Off the top of my head, I think there's 4 people that I definitely have to go see. But absolutely, you will be one of the first ones to know I'm coming. Gerald said the same thing. He said when I come, make sure he knows so I can come see him. But so that's why I didn't go to German school. German school is actually better than American school, but since they said it wouldn't count, I would have to start over. I don't mean start over at kindergarten because I would kick ass at kindergarten. Uh, so that's why we didn't pursue it any further. And the fact that I still speak German, not as fluently as I did in Germany, because I don't have people that I speak to regularly, but I do still speak German quite well. Oh, um, when we were in Germany, my German was once I lost my Southern accent because when I first started speaking German, I had a heavy Southern accent. Was the Germans as polite as they were? I still found it somewhat humorous. But once that started to fade, my German teacher actually thought I was German, and I said something silly in class one day, and she asked me what my mother would think if she heard me say that. I was like, my mom wouldn't have a clue what I said. She doesn't speak German. And then when I came back to the States, I took German because I thought it would be an easy A. That was the lamest class I ever took. I hated it. And when I go to make it to England, I got to see Gary and Brandy. I got to quit clapping because that microphone picks that up really well. And rubbing my hands together. I had to reshoot a video the other day. Right in the very beginning when I was doing my opener, I was going like that and you could hear my hands rubbing. So I had to start over. Wow. Oh, yeah, that will be insane. I I actually had a mustache. It wasn't like that. uh, I think from 14, I thought it was a dope mustache. When I look at my pictures from when I was 14, it was not a dope mustache. It was stupid. Um, what's up with Zilla? Oh, didn't he get accused of something? I don't follow it. I like Zillakami, but I don't like follow. I try not to follow any of the bands that I react to too closely because I don't want to get too much invested into them. So as much as I like certain artists, I don't get too invested. So I think I heard he was in some trouble, or uh, I think the person said that they think he was wrongly accused. I don't know. Uh, the problem with SA is it never really goes away. Once you're accused of it, it sticks with you. Even though, even if you're cleared, because the word already gets out and people will talk all that shit. So that sucks. But there's a lot of guys that get accused of that, or celebrities, artists. But so I can't say one way or the other. I mean, if it's bullshit, that sucks. If it's not, because I mean, I didn't think, I know this is night and day, but I didn't think Danny Masterson had did what he did. And then you find out he did, and everybody knew it. So he's getting what he deserved. But, I feel that there's some guys that get falsely accused of it. So I don't know. But I mean, I like his music. We had a discussion at work. Some people find it weird. Even like Michael Jackson, um, what's his name? The one that peed on people. Uh, was it R. Kelly? I still like their music. I don't like them, but I like their music. Some of it, anyways. Yep. And somebody asked me specifically, I was passing some people having a conversation at work and they stopped me and asked me about that. Uh, Mickey, I was going to tell you, I knew a guy who was accused. He was had a family that he was really close with and always babysit their kids. When their daughter hit her teenage years, he made her mad because he wouldn't let her do something she wanted to do, and she said that, and he actually went down for it. I think he was down for like 18 months when she told, "No, I was just mad." Yep. So I know somebody that happened to. He didn't serve 7 years, but the guy that I know. Keith, what's up, buddy? Yep. See, that's what I was just telling. Is that Mulcia? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I understand that there's certain situations where it can happen where there really wouldn't be any proof. And I mean, I study human psychology a lot, so there's so many variables that go into it. Uh, but like with R. Kelly, you videoed yourself doing it, dude. Uh, so that one's not wrongly accused, but there's just so many things and so much shit that you see over time where someone was falsely accused and someone was rightly accused but got away with it. It's crazy. But yeah, um no, Gary. um I'm sorry. Uh I mean, compared to the beers that all the other countries have, no. I think all of ours are water. I mean, I like the flavor of ours, but it's not like the beer that I got when we lived in Germany. I loved German beer. I still love German beer. And even when I buy German beer here, it doesn't taste like German beer that I drank in Germany. Yeah, I agree, Mickey. Uh, I know a lot of people that like Sam Adams. I've drank Sam Adams Light. Uh, oh, I because that's just how I feel. I mean, I've drank beer from other countries, so our beers flavor wise is okay, but it's not really a good beer. I mean, I grew up drinking it, so that could be part of it. I mean, people grow up eating liver and they think they like it. Um, we get we get a few here. Like, see, when we lived in Germany, I love Rauchsbeer, but when I buy it here, it tastes like it's got Worcestershire sauce in it. It does not taste like the beer that I drank in Germany. Uh, I'll see if I can find it here. Bitburger, not the shit that I drank. Uh, I don't like Lowenbrow. When I worked at one of the PXs on post, the guy was bringing a Lowenbrow. I was like, "Y'all really bring that stuff? Or is that stuff really imported?" He said, "Yes, it's imported from another state." uh, but we can buy German beer here. Thanks for clarifying. Uh, oh, I'm trying to remember the one we drank when we lived in Troisdorf, right outside of Bamberg. Uh, they had a beer that we got, and I really liked. Uh, but I bought a few German beers here. Oh yes, some Wisconsin beers are bitter. Uh, we got Shinerbach here. That's pretty good. It doesn't compare to European beer, but yes, or Drunkenbrau, or for German, Blaubrau. Oh wow, Blaubrau. That's kind of hard to say, especially after you've had like 4 or 5 of them. Uh, but so I don't know the beer, even though it's imported from Germany, it just doesn't taste the same here. And I've tried every combination I can. Mike will know about this. In Germany, oh, Pat PBR. Oh, yes, one of the advantages of living there. When we lived in Germany, we would take beer and a limonada, and you mix it half and half, and it tastes so good. I've tried every combination I can find here in the States, and I cannot make it taste as good as that stuff tasted in Germany. I can't remember what my dad called it, but I don't think we have any skunk beers here. I know people that smoke skunk herb. Radler. Okay. I can't remember. I remember when he first said it, and then he made me a glass. I was like, oh, that's really good. Uh, so I drank that a lot when we lived there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I drank a lot of beer without doing that. Uh, there's this guest house in Bamberg about 3 or 4 blocks away called oh no, not the Polizei Club, the Napoleon. The first time I went in there, I had to sit at a booth because there was no space at the bar. And when you ordered Bacardi and Coke, it came in a tall, skinny glass like this. Yeah. Oh, and Sprite? Really? I can take a picture of that so I don't forget, Mike. I would have never thought of trying that. All right. I will try that. If I don't fuck up my phone. Boy, I almost cussed. Well, German beer is fine at room temperature, but we always kept ours on the porch. So, did I break that? So during the winter, it was cold. I've always preferred cold beer, but oh, what was I going to say? Oh, so the first time I went into the Napoleon, I ordered 8 Bacardi and Cokes, and the girl asked if I had more people coming. The whole conversation went on in German. And I said, no, I just don't want you to have to keep walking back and forth. So I ordered them 8 at a time. So when she brought me the 8, stood there talking to me and watched me drink them, she went up and told the bartender, who was actually the owner, what I just did. So he made someone move so I could sit at the bar. I have never put, I can't drink sweet tea anymore anyways, but what did I try? I tried something in tea because I didn't have anything to mix it with. I can't remember what it was I put in tea, but I didn't like it. Yeah, I ordered them. I ordered 8 at a time. But the glasses, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. The glasses were like that big around and about that tall. I was one of the only Americans he let run a tab because he knew I would come in and pay him every Saturday after I got off work from bagging groceries at the commissary. I enjoyed that place. I liked it way better than the Polizei Club. Always got too drunk at the Polizei Club. Oh, yes, I do, Gary. Who was I just talking about? When I lived in Maryland, me and some friends had dropped some a mind altering chemical that makes you see all sorts of cool stuff. And we just had the best time. And we're like, we should record this. We're so hilarious. So the next time we dropped, we recorded it. I'm not lying. It sounded like we were just making noises and shit. Very little speech, but we remember these full-fledged conversations that were just hilarious. I've never been too drunk to fish. I've passed out. I've never been too drunk to fish. But so yes, Gary, I can totally relate to that. Man, I hate to do this. Don't go nowhere. Talk amongst yourselves. But all this water, I got to take a piss. I can't make it 45 more minutes. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. If strangers come in, they'll leave. Don't worry about them. Yeehaw! Okay. Yeah, that's a big part of it for me. Yes, drink 3 liters, piss 5. I quit drinking for 2 reasons. One, when I was young, I never blacked out. As I got older, I started blacking out. So that was sign number 1. And then once I realized I can't stop. Once I pass a certain point, I can't stop. So 6 is my limit. I never pass 6. I rarely pass 3, but 6 is my limit. If I pass 6, I can't stop. So I will drink until I pass out. So, peppermint schnapps. Ugh. That is exactly right, Brandy. I agree 100%. I drank so much when we lived in Germany that one of my German girlfriends broke up with me. That sounds weird. A German girl I was dating at the time. It's not like I was dating a whole bunch at one time. I only dated them one at a time. And I actually preferred dating German girls. I only dated 3, I think, maybe 4 American girls. All the rest were German. But yeah, if your German girlfriend breaks up with you because you drink too much, you probably drank too much. I hate peppermint schnapps. The only time I got a scare with drinking is when I was, I think, 27 or 28. The doctor told me if I didn't quit drinking, I wouldn't see my 32nd birthday. So that scared me for a little while. And I quit drinking for a little while and then slowly rolled back into it. But yeah, that's good logic right there, Mike. We'll go ahead and double up and see if it gets worse. Because if it doesn't, then you're wrong, doctor. That's the other problem with me. I can drink a lot, and I mean a lot, a lot. Oh no, I wasn't drunk. No. How old was I when I quit drinking? I was 27. I think it was about 29 or 30 when I realized I was an alcoholic and I quit drinking. I'm not the kind of alcoholic that craves the drink. Like I said, I'm the kind of, once I pass a point, I can't stop. So, and I denied being alcoholic for years because I don't drink all the time. All the alcoholics I know drink every day. But no, sobered up. I haven't been drunk since, I don't remember what year it was. It was UFC 69 in Houston. That was the last time I got drunk. I have not been drunk since then. Yay! My mom got an ad. I'm glad they're showing them. They're not telling me. That's weird because they've always told me when they're showing y'all commercials. Boy, I screwed that shit up when I hit it earlier. Ha ha ha! What the hell? Is it showing me a commercial? I monitor myself over here on one of my other channels so I can see what y'all see. Yeah, that's scary, Gary. Towards the end of my drinking, I was driving home one night and fell asleep while I was driving. I had never done that. A local political ad. Hopefully it was something I can agree with. It's paying. It'll be all right. But I fell asleep and I woke up when I hit the curb. So that's kind of scared me. I'd never done that before. It didn't make me stop. It was just like, oh boy, I was tired. There you go, Mickey. Hey, all right, Gary. Should have screenshot that so we could see, so we could all see, share with the whole class. Great. Yeah, Mickey, I used to believe doctors, but now I think it's more of a business. They're just trying to get your money for the visit. I don't think they really give a rat's ass. uh, I would guess so, Brandy. There was one time that scared me. I was taking a back road home. I had a Ford pickup truck that had big mirrors on it, and I was so wasted that I could cover one eye and still see double. And I had this dream when I woke up. I was like, I knew I made it home, but I had a dream I had hit someone. I was like, oh no. I had hit my mom's fence when I was pulling into the driveway. Whew. I was relieved about that. Because going into a panic thinking, oh shit. Oh, absolutely, Keith. The one I have coming up Monday. And I do all my research, so I'm prepared when I go in there. Like, even though I have diabetes almost beat, they don't want to take me off of. Now you know what? Yeah. That is. I didn't think you'd figure that out, Gary. Uh I I'm not going to tell her that I almost never take insulin anymore. I'll let her carry on about how good my numbers are. But the last time I was there and I said, I've told you my goal is to get off of insulin. She reduced the amount I had to take, but she said, but I don't want to take you off of it. My goal is to get off of it. So I only take between 1 to 4 shots a week, and that's as opposed to the 21 a day I was taking when I first got diabetes. So I don't have really crazy weed stories from driving. I do have a few acid stories from driving. uh Yeah, I don't really have any interesting weed stories from driving. There's interesting weed stories, but not from driving. Uh, it's very, very, very tricky. I did it a lot. Uh, that was I had a friend in the '80s who was a big Duran Duran fan, and she was always trying to make me like Duran Duran. It's weird because I really like them now. Oh, Alex earlier was talking about nostalgia. There's a lot of Duran Duran songs that are nostalgic for me. But so she was showing me this concert video, and it was them backstage, and Simon Le Bon was so wasted. This girl came up and asked him for an autograph. He's like, autograph? I don't even know my name. How am I supposed to sign it? I was like, good point. And then, of course, during my worst drinking phases, there was that powder that helped you stay awake. So you didn't fall asleep while you were doing that. Well, I don't know that that was my worst time drinking. I did drink pretty heavy then, but I preferred chemicals over alcohol. Sometimes the way the light hits, it looks kind of weird, so I have to check. I actually have a profile picture on one of my on something I'm using. I was so fat. I posted some of my stand up on my TikTok channel, and people want to see some more. I was so fat then. I can't believe how fat I was. Looks like I was trying to sneak a beer keg out across the stage. I didn't feel that fat at the time, but I feel that fat looking at it. Probably not, Gary. I mean, you could try it. I have I have drank myself sober many times. And it kind of sucks when you realize that because you're just all of a sudden you're like, well, shit. Um, no, he kind of looks a little sick. I was trying to walk. uh, yeah, I think Kevin Smith actually looks a little sick with his weight loss. Oh, Vince Mill. I love how everybody was posting pictures that were obviously photoshopped. No, look, he slimmed up for the tour. No, he didn't. No, no. Have y'all heard their cover of Fight for Your Right to Party? Oh my God, I was going to react to it, but it was just too garbage. I think my band, my last cover band, did it better than they did. Oh, Kevin. Uh, I hear some of his stand up every now and then. I don't watch a whole lot of him, but I have seen pictures of him, and yeah, he does look kind of sick. But you know, I've got friends at work that they went through and healthy wise lost a lot of weight, and I'm all happy for them. But they look really sick. Except my friend Chris, he's lost over 100 pounds, and he looks fantastic. He doesn't look because I've known guys. I guess I mean, if I say you have a big head because I have a big head, you really have a big head. I have a friend at work that had a really big head, but when he lost weight, I guess some of it was fat because now his head looks weird. I got pictures of me when when I first got diabetes and didn't realize I had diabetes. I can't stand to see them. It makes me sick because of how much weight I had lost and how drawn in I was. Actually, I need to go through my TikTok channel and take down those videos that I posted, not knowing how bad I looked. Not that anybody's going back that far to look at them. I did point out that I've got almost 1 million views on TikTok this week, thanks impartially to 2 videos, or to 2 memes, not even videos. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That was terrible that Vince Neil fell off stage and got hurt. That was a sad day at rock and roll. uh, sorry. I've loved Motley Crue from the beginning. They've always been my favorite band, but they've just turned into such a joke now. And the only member left remaining that I like is no longer in the band. Wouldn't that be weird, Brandy? Somebody lost weight. It was like their head got shrunk down. Oh, I know. He probably left a crater in the ground. I think sounds weird. I almost feel bad for him because they all fake it, but he has to fake it to a shitty track because the one time he tried to do a decent, cleaner track, everybody knew that's not him singing in real life. It's when they did the Dirt live, the song "The Dirt." You could tell he wasn't really singing. That's the studio version, dude. That's not you. They're just horrible. And Nikki Sixx just announced they're going out with Guns N' Roses next year. Let's rip off even more people with 2 singers who can't sing. It'll be a great show. But at least as far as I know, the members of Guns N' Roses still play their instruments. All right. I'm releasing 2 videos tomorrow. They're old videos of just good, dirty, raw rock and roll bands. One of them's called Dirty Penny, and the other one's Hardcore something or another. This guy's been waiting for months for me to do the reaction, so it's the first time I've heard either band. So if you like rock and roll, check those out. I could use the views. I did get your message about Chris Webby. Matter of fact, I have a song scheduled for him next week. I believe it's Ren. Yeah, I saw that, Brandy. The first thing I saw was some lady saying, "Oh, Oasis is doing a tour. Who cares?" I was like, "Oh, I have to look into this." Some people are so bitter in life. I mean, if you don't want to see Oasis or don't go see them. It's that simple. Oh, featuring Ren. I thought it said the song was Ren. Let me look at so I can tell you what I got scheduled. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Baggage featuring Ren. There you go. Baggage. Damn it. I remember the name Ren was in it. Nothing like looking stupid on your live stream, huh? Or stupider. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Anyways, so that'll be the song I react to. Yeah, that just popped up on my homepage. I don't remember if I added it to my list. So I just watched my first reaction to Samson. You should react to some other stuff. You're going to like it. Hello, Savannah. How are you? You have a good day at school? Say hi to everybody. See you in a few. Yeah. I had made a I'll tell her when I go back out. I made somebody mad one time because I said, be nice to that bum on the street corner. He may have thrown you a guitar pick in the 80s. Some lady lost her damn mind over that. I was like, damn, settle down. Oh, man. Fortunately, I would never see either band, but if I did score tickets, they go up for sale right away. Huh. I've kind of noticed that. I don't know if, well, maybe some of y'all noticed. I'm not posting videos like I normally do because someone told me not to, that something has changed. And so far, they're right. So, like, I released 4 this week, and I've got 2 more coming, and that's all I'm going to do for the week. I'll tell her that both of y'all said hi when I go back out there. And I'll tell her all 3 of you said hi. She got to do homework. But so this new way of releasing seems to be working better. So that's what we're doing for now. Kind of lightens the load up on me a little bit, which I appreciate. I actually follow a channel on Facebook, Mike, where people post pictures from Bamberg just so I can see Bamberg. Oh, I said I went on Google Maps. It's not Google Maps, it's Google Earth, where I go look at the town where I used to live outside of Bamberg. Brandy, it was great seeing you, buddy. Don't forget to email me. Take care. I'll see you next time. But don't forget to email me. Are you serious? That's crazy. I still listen to their music, but ZZ Top is easily one of the most boring bands I ever saw. I'm saving up. I promise you, I will tell you as soon as we're coming. I mean, I get excited thinking about coming back to Bamberg. I actually, Precious, what is up? How are you? I appreciate you popping in to say hey. Have a good day at work. Uh, oh, what was I gonna say? Um, I don't know if I ever told you this, Mike. Before before I even met my wife, I was going to move back to Germany. It was right when the wall had came down. I call him my uncle, that retired over there and became a German citizen. He lived up near Stuttgart. And I had called him and told him that I was going to move back, or I wanted to move back. And he said, I'm not telling you not to, but I'm warning you, it's not the country you left. He said it was a mistake taking the wall down. Well, I didn't. I mean, life worked out well for me, but I was that close. Had I moved there, I wouldn't have met my wife, wouldn't have my kids, wouldn't have my granddaughter. So that part would have sucked. But I was that close. I actually wish we would have stayed when we were there. Because you get all wrapped up in that whole short and all that stupid shit. I wasn't really happy about coming back, but I acted like, Oh, he told me that crime had skyrocketed and all that shit. I have no problem with diversity. I sure have no problem with bigger. Yeah, he made it sound really bad, which I thought was a shame. Hands down, one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. So imagine all of that being ruined just crushed me. And then I have a friend who's from France, and she really hates France. What's happened to France? Oh yeah, I could have seen the Hop concert. Man, I don't know how that dude took off. uh, and actually, the wall was already down when I was. It had just recently come down, like within a few months prior to me. I didn't want to live in Stuttgart, but that was where I would have went for at least a short time. I just love the Bamberg area. I love everything about Bamberg. First time I saw an unalive person in real life with my own eyes was there. Got ran over by a dump truck. The only people I ever had issue. Well, I had a German girlfriend. Her dad didn't like me because I was American for a short time. He got over it. I had problems with Turks. I didn't have any problems with Germans. I just had problems with Turks. It should have been opposite, shouldn't it? uh, all right, buddy. Thank you for making my day. I appreciate you being here, Mike. You take care, buddy, and I'll see you on Facebook or the next time you show up here. Peace, man. Yeah, almost everybody that I knew from Bamberg, I'm still friends with. I still interact with a large portion of them, except the ones that are not alive anymore. I had two two go fairly close together. That'd be great. Be able to do a tour like Germany, England, and then maybe loop around and go to Japan. Oh, and Austria. Australia. I've been to Austria. Australia. I felt stupid when we went to Austria. I didn't know they spoke German. And I went to a record store and the lady greeted me in German. And I literally said back in German, "You speak German?" Yes, what did you think we spoke? I didn't know. I felt kind of stupid. Well, not kind of. I felt very stupid. Wow, Keith, you're getting lucky today with the bad commercials. Yeah, that sucks, Gary. Ugh. Yeah, I really want to see Japan, not just because of the country, but because of the people. And I'm sure, like every place else, they've got bad people, but so many of them, the mutual respect they have for each other, or even if it's not respect, they at least show respect. Oh, so maybe they're making up for it, Keith. We're like, we didn't give that guy any last week. Let's give him a bunch of shitty ones this week. That'll show him. Y'all probably aren't going to believe this, but because I've not been able to look at anything other than the 2 spots I got on my shirt from when I ate lunch. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go put this shirt in the dirty clothes. I can't stop looking at them. It's the OCD thing. Once I notice it, I can't stop looking at it. And I noticed it as soon as the damn camera came on. Oh, I started to tell you about that picture that I have. One of my profile pictures. Man, I can't even make it that big. This big looping. Oh, I can't believe nobody told me how fat I was. That's just a personal thing. I have nothing against other people doing it. It's all about me, for myself. Every time I gotta change that profile picture too, because every time I see it, I'm like, ugh. Gotta change my earrings too. Well, I'm running people off. People don't like me talking about me being fat. Weird. Oh. Yeah, since you mentioned that, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. I'm going to do a video. I don't know if I can get away with doing clips. I may just have to show them. I didn't even know there was such thing. There is a list of songs, and I mentioned it earlier. None of y'all were here. I didn't know they did a list of the 15. I think it was 15 offensive artists and their songs from the 80s. Compared to what's out now, most of them are a joke, and most of them, well, some of them didn't even really belong on there. One of the ones off the top of my head I remember was Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It. That's not offensive. Well, I guess depending on who you are. But I was surprised at some of the songs that were on there. I think I'll do a video with songs that have dirty hidden meanings. Me and my mom have been talking about that lately. When I found out certain meanings of certain songs, I was like, what the hell? The Kiss song, Nothing to Lose, when I found out what it was about, I was like, it's literally in the lyrics. It doesn't say, but if you listen, it takes you right up to the door. The back door. We got 12 minutes and people are leaving quick now. They're like, it's almost over. We're out of here. Yes, that's where I found out about the list. I was watching a Cyndi Lauper documentary called Let the Canaries Sing. And I know what She Bop's about. I remember when it came out and the big controversy that happened over it. But I love that song. I liked it better than Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Tutti Frutti, Summer '69 by Bryan Adams. Oh, Gary, me and Savannah were doing that last week, I think it was. We did one that went from I can't remember if it was 54 to 2004 or 57 to, and I only missed, I think, one on that one. And then we did one that had 100 songs, and I only missed 3.5. The reason I'm saying half is because one song, I was singing the song. I know the song. It was Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly, and they said it was something else. Yep. Oh, Yes, they definitely had to rework that a little bit because that's exactly what that song's about. Um, and the weird thing is, Chuck Berry's song "My Ding-a-Ling" not censored at all, and it's exactly what it's about. Well, not same as Tutti Frutti, but the song is exactly what it sounds like it's about. But yeah, "Walk on the Wild Side," I have loved that song from the first moment I heard it, and that was very, I guess you could call it progressive. um, and "Get Back." "Get Back's" basically the same as "Walk on the Wild Side." Jojo was a man who thought he was a woman, but he was another man. Uh, you're welcome. And then the first song that's openly about um, gay love, Elvis Presley's "Jailhouse Rock." I have people get mad when I point that out to them. uh, then there's all the country songs are just filthy. Conway Twitty was perverted. Got away with all that stuff. His song "Bum Bum Bum's" about the same thing Tutti Frutti's about. Yep. La 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 la. Huh. Weird that I like all those songs that keep coming up. uh, yeah, but "Love in the Elevator" just says it right straight out what it is about. You know, I hate when I watch a documentary. I just watched one the other day and it says something that you know is not true because you've literally watched the artist say, "Oh, Jump, that's hilarious what Jump's about." Yeah, relax. It'll hurt a lot less. Yeah, but Jump's not dirty. Jump's just kind of twisted like me laughing at the guy with the sponge on his head. But in some cases, might as well. Now, I did find out that there are some that are rumored just because it sounds funny, but the Meatloaf song "I Would Do Anything for Love" is not about that, and he gets actually got really mad about it. Yeah, must have been right place, wrong time. I love that song. Um, but Meatloaf, he got mad when he was asked about that in an interview, and he said that is not. I literally say in it what the song's about. Now I heard Hall and Oates, their song uh, won't do that. I heard that's what that's about. Man, now we're on a roll. We only got 7 minutes left. We do that a lot. You know, we have good conversation, but then right as we're running out of time, we really start firing on all cylinders. I like Freaker's Ball by Dr. Hook. Well, there's gonna be a Freaker's Ball tonight at the Freakers Hall, and making it natural. I really like Dr. Hook, and not just the few sappy songs. Well, I guess so. Oh, what about when you figured out that cat scratch fever was about a STD? And yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't remember how long it took me to realize that cat scratch fever was about an STD. Wagon wheel. Oh, and man, yeah, man eater. uh, oh, tough boys meet. Well, Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. I mean, that says what all of us are doing. Night Moves. Let's see. Man Eater. Y'all said something that made me think. Well, that's good that my mind starts skipping and I can't get to where I need. Um, I remember my mom saying wagon wheels what to me. Cotton Eye Joe was about a treatment for an STD. I've been married a long time ago, had not been for Cotton Eye Joe. Right, it's like a big Q-tip to cure Ghana. And once you know, and then you hear the song, you're like, it's right there. It makes perfect sense. Did we run everybody off this conversation? Hey, we did pretty good with the thumbs up this week. YouTube should be happy. I like when we have conversations like this where it just starts rolling and everybody stopped now, but oh, we have not run out of songs, Gary. There are so many dirty songs out there. And it's weird that you didn't think about them when you heard them or you grew up not thinking about them. There's some that are obvious, but you don't think about them. And then when you get older or something clicks, you're like, oh my God, it was right there. Yeah. I think it's funny that Rob has said he couldn't believe people didn't know he was. He was just stunned. Psycho Killer, yep. Come on, Eileen. I think that was the downfall of the youth. It's weird that song, The Safety Dance by Men Without Hats, that was actually a protest song. And the song Freak Out by Lashik, that was actually F Off. They couldn't get into Studio 69 one night. Their apartment was right down from it. So they went down and they opened the windows and they were playing the song and they were saying, off, off. And ended up changing the lyrics so that they could get it on the radio. Yeah, but baby, it's cold outside. It's just, I think the reason I'm saying that is because people made such a big deal out of it. I mean, like nobody ever tried to talk anybody into anything before. But yeah, it says in the song, I mean, you know what it's about. Yeah, but for the Hoff, that sounds more like a threat. Uh, saw Mama kissing Santa Claus. Oh yeah, whip it good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. My favorite Devo song. Ba-ba. Hey, we got a minute left, so I guess thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate it. It was great having Gary, Brandy, Mickey, Keith, Spec, and Alex already took off. I guess we started having this conversation. He didn't want to be a part of it. My mom, as always, thanks, Mom. My buddy Mike, but he's already gone. That's great. So thank y'all so very much. Have a great week. With our clothes on. Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun with our clothes on. Well, yeah, Mom, but Baby's Got Back is blatantly obvious what it's about. But anyways, y'all have a great week. I'll be back next week. Same Bob time, same Bob channel. Take care. Peace.